Kia ora koutou, ko Angela Caves tōku ingoa, no mai haere mai. Welcome to the Tairāwhiti Business Growth and Support Virtual Conference. My name's Angela Caves and I'm the Partnership and Events Lead with Digital Boost, and it's my pleasure to be hosting you today. Welcome to our audience who have joined us now in the webinar, and a warm welcome to those who are joining on our live stream on Facebook, LinkedIn or YouTube. Thank you for taking the time out of your afternoon to join us. It's wonderful to have you all here. This is day 2 of our conference. In this conference, we're sharing the breadth of support that is available to the Tairāwhiti business community, and we had a wonderful day 1 yesterday. For those of you who are registered for a session, you will get a full playlist link to all the sessions throughout the conference. So that will come to you within about 24 hours. We're about to hear from our collaborating partners, but before I introduce our presenter, I'll quickly let you know how to interact with us. So for those of you joining us in the webinar, you can see and hear us, but we can't see nor hear you. So please feel free to interact with us. We do welcome any questions or comments. Do that via the chat or the Q&A function, and we'll address those questions towards the end of the presentation. As I said, all sessions are being recorded and are available for post-event viewing on the Digital Boost YouTube channel. It is now my pleasure to introduce my co-host throughout the conference, and from our collaborating organisation Connected, I'm introducing Robin Barker. She is an Employment Liaison Advisor in the Tairāwhiti region. So welcome, Robin. I'm just going to stop sharing my screen so I can let you jump in whenever you are ready.
Thank you, Ange. I'll just do that right now.
Perfect.
Oh dear, that's not going to go. Screen 2. No, it's not going to happen, unfortunately.
It's all right. Do you want me to help you out there, Robin? I know we've had
Yes,
some
that'd be great.
issues.
Yes, we did.
Can you tell me what you're seeing on your screen there, Robin?
So I've got the whānau aware and inclusive build belonging on screen 2.
Okay, and on your screen 1, have you got yourself and I on there on the Zoom? There we go, Robin. I think it is working now, so I can see your screen. If you just click into your presentation.
Yep. Beautiful. That's it. Thanks, Ange.
Oh,
thank
wonderful.
you.
That's looking fab. I'll let you go and get into it. Thanks, Robin.
Thank you. Ngā mihi kia koutou katoa, kua tai mai nei e tēnei hui. No mai, hara mai. Welcome again to the Digital Boost Connected Conference. No tūranga nui a kiwa Tairāwhiti a hau, ko ringo whakaata tiatanga mahaki tuku pāpa, raua ko tiatanga hauati Ngāti Porou tuku mama. Ko Robin Barker tuku ingoa. Nō reira, tēnā koutou katoa. Kia ora anō, my name is Robin Barker and I'm the Employment Liaison Advisor for Connected in our Tairāwhiti East Coast region. So what is Connected? It was launched in 2020. The Connected service is a all-of-government service, a wayfinder that aims to make it easier for New Zealanders to find government support for employment, education, training and business support. Connected includes new initiatives set up in response to COVID-19, as well as a vast range of existing support and advice available to people looking for business, support, study or training. Connected is like a platform for people to leverage off. There are multiple ways to access advice for Connected. Firstly, our website, connected.gov.nz. This links to more than 150 employment, education, training and business support services or types of support offered to government agencies. It's a bit like a wayfinder site. This means it has a brief summary of each service or type of support, and it links to the government agency that provides this. The website is frequently updated with new features and new types of support. In March 2021, regional pages within the website were launched. This made it easier for someone seeking support locally to find what's happening in their region. Connected also has a contact centre Anyone can call the connected phone line 0800 737 264, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday to find out about employment, education, training and business support available through our government agencies. And thirdly, our Connect Centres Connected has physical locations in 35 MSD service centres and 3 MBIE job and skills hubs. We call these connected centres or spaces. Anyone who wants to find a job, careers information, training, education or business support can drop into a connected centre without an appointment and find out what help is available in that particular area. So as I mentioned before, earlier, Connected is an all of government service, but what exactly does an all of government approach mean and what does this look like right now? Connected's representatives engage with regional agency representatives to understand their employment, education, training and business support products and services. Part of our role is at Connected is to understand how these products and services might be promoted through connected channels. We invite agencies and stakeholders to utilise the regional pages within the Connected website to promote their offerings, and we help to facilitate the use of the connected space in the Tairāwhiti region for any business support, employment, education and training initiatives. As you can see by the infographic, there are about 18 initial government agencies for us to understand. So that's quite a few right there. But under each one of those agencies, there are countless other agencies to link in with. For example, just under the MOE, Ministry of Education, there are all the high schools in Tairāwhiti for ELAs to connect and help support our school leavers or school career advisors with information to help with career exploration. Another example is TEC. There are 11 ITOs and 15 polytechnics nationwide, all coming under the reform of vocational education and moving into te pukenga. Yesterday, on our first day of conference, there were presentations from Trust Tairāwhiti, Potama Trust, Te Punikokore, Callaghan Innovation, of all which are stakeholders of Connected who gave fantastic information on business support in our Tairāwhiti region. One of our largest and most fundamental partners in the ministry is the Ministry of Social Development. MSD has one of the largest direct public reach of all the government departments partnering with Connected. Because MSD has employment teams who are on the front line, dealing with those facing barriers to employment and those facing impacts from the COVID-19 pandemic, it seemed like a natural fit to have MSD host the Connected service. So whilst Connected and its representatives are hosted by MSD, they're not owned by MSD. They are an all of government resource to serve all New Zealanders looking for support with their business or employment, education and training. The representatives for Connected are called Employment Liaison Advisors, or ELAs for short. There are 35 ELAs employed across New Zealand in various locations. I service the Tairāwhiti East Coast region up to Hicks Bay. The aim of an ELA's role is to ensure Connected becomes the most well-known and useful service for accessing support for your business, employment, education, or training. It's a bit like that kumara vine or that grapevine, just keeping that information moving throughout the rohe. As an ELA, we also guide people to use our Connected service to direct people to our platform to help them find their next step for support. Some of the ways we'll do this is via our website, our hubs, our contact centre, our event involvement with stakeholders, Also our relationships with you directly. You can support Connected by sharing your information about our platform. Sorry, sharing your information about Connected by sharing information about our platform and utilize it as a resource for yourself. Connected is also a free service. Connected was involved with Ahuwhina Māori Farming Awards held at Wharatutu on our Wipere whānau farms. There were 350 people from around the rohi that attended this great event. So there was a lot of networking going on. I had the pleasure of rubbing shoulders and a kōrero with the delightful Minister of Primary Industries, Meka Whaitiri. She was one of our key speakers on the day out there. But with my Connected Pōtau on, I also had a kōrero with our rangatahi out there and just asking them about their farming aspirations. And they wanted to stay local and train as a cadet farmer. But for these rangatahi, it was a little bit difficult financially. It just wasn't an option. So I spoke to one of our from one of our farm managers from the Wipere farms and discussed MSD products for financial support for cadetships. He came into MSD and into our Connected space. I introduced him to Ruby Nepu, who's one of my MSD colleagues. She's a work broker here, and she gave him information on utilising MSD financial support products for cadetships. So he was very excited about that and is in the process of working through those applications. Ruby will also be presenting these products later on today in her presentation. I also got to attend another great expo, Build the Whare. This was a great day for our rangatahi and employers. It gave our rangatahi an understanding of skills for the jobs and training that was needed for the job. I connected with employers, asking them how their business was, and was there anything that Connected could help with. They were interested in taking on apprentices, but weren't aware of the business support they could receive. So I invited them into MSD, our Connected space, and they came in, had a kōrero with Ruby Nepe. Once again, she advised them of apprenticeship boost and how that worked to take on apprentices that could financially support them. So yeah, he was another happy customer, and we like that. We like those happy customers. There was also a client out there who was interested in starting his own business, and I gave him advice on flexi wage. He wasn't just wasn't aware of that at all. And this could support his business ideas and what sort of help MSD and other agencies could offer him in business training, advice grants that may be able to support him to getting started. So if you're looking to starting a business, wanting support for business, financial support advice or training or education, seminars, webinars, or help with costs while you're setting up your business, the Connected website is a one-stop shop to leverage off. I recently had clients from the community. They also come into the Connected space, so it's not just MSD clients that come in. We have community coming in and asking questions as well about how to start up and how to navigate into the business area. So I was able to pathway him to Tairāwhiti Trust to further his knowledge of business support. Also had a client, because as I said, I work up that way with Connected. So I was up in Ruatoria, had clients up there, and they were wanting to further their aspirations around rongo and natural healing. I was able to support them by navigating them to Connected website to start your own business with business.gov.nz. That gave them advice and training to start a business to help with essential startup costs. So that was great. But while we're on all of that business support, I'll now briefly navigate you through the Connected website. I'm not going to go into all the tabs because we could be there all day, but it's user-friendly. It's really, it's really easy to navigate yourself around. So I'll just get out of, will I? Oh, no, I won't. What's that doing?
How you going, Robin?
Yeah, oh, there it is. Oh, I just saw it. No. Oh, there it is. I'm hiding. We're hiding under it, Ange. There you go.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there
Try
you
that
go.
again now.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
It's up.
See it.
Yay.
Wonderful.
Yeah, thank you, Ange.
All right.
So here we go. Here's our Tairāwhiti connected web page. Find jobs, courses, business support and events in the creative, innovative Tairāwhiti region, the food bowl of Aotearoa, they're calling us now. So that's fabulous. So this is the first page that you'll come to, our connected events. And as you can see, we have our Tairāwhiti Business Growth and Support Virtual Conference right there. This gives you information on the days, the times. Obviously, we're into Thursday now. There's one more day tomorrow, and find out how to register. We also have free career advice. This is done by our wonderful Denise Raymond, who is our practitioner, and she's able to guide you through study and training, changing your career, preparing your CV, applying for jobs. Appointments are available, but you can contact her. Details are right there. And then also on our event page, we've got our jobs, seasonal, obviously. We're needing fruit pickers. Everybody's looking for workers these days. So it's a great place to come into and look for employment. You can also go into more information about what other jobs we have here at MSD as well. Study and training, this is fantastic. If you're wanting licenses, we also here, this is a great up and coming event, limited services volunteer. It's a workshop that we've organised, Connectors has organised. It's at the House of Breakthrough. They go out onto an army base. So it's for rangatahi between the ages of 17 to 24. And they're out there for 6 weeks. It's free. It's a fabulous service. It increases their confidence, earns them NZQA credits, gets them fit and healthy. And of course, they get that proud thing going on about themselves. So if you know any rangatahi that sort of want to go and pathway into something different, this is the place to come to. There's all the details there. We also have Literacy Aotearoa, free courses, Get Road Ready. If you're going into farming, there's also information about there in the drop-down boxes. This is Get Started Hospitality. We have a course running at EIT with Karen Johnson. So if you know anyone that's into hospitality, because now that we're out of COVID, they're looking for people to hire in hospitality. But here's our business support, your business and tax. So Inland Revenue offer free seminars and webinars to help you set up correctly to meet your tax obligations, whether you are new to business, GST or employing staff. So that gives you information on when they run those. So those are really, really informative if you are starting out in your business. And these sessions are run regularly, but you obviously have to register. We also have COVID support, but that's done and dusted, thank goodness. I hope that doesn't rear its little horns ever again. We also have in our business support Potama Tangata. So they also offer free coaching sessions. And then we have our Tairāwhiti Trust, who also support business recovery and growth to make sure you know where to buy your lunch and turn supporting into local business. But they also give support in business areas as well. And of course, we have our connected centre and where we are here. If ever you get lost, we're at 106 Low Street. So that's pretty much our web page. So all these other links, there's so much information in here. So when you get time, please feel free and take your time to go through them. Support for you, careers advice. This is amazing. This goes through deciding your next steps, especially with our rangatahi coming out of school. They get a little bit overwhelmed. They don't know where to go, what to do. There's so many different options out there for them. So this gives them 10 steps of career advice on this page. There's also job hunting, pathways into different industries, employment support services, what employers are looking for, advice for parents, families, and whānau. With our support business, guidance for business, employment advice and tools to set up and run and manage closure of your business, retain and upskill staff, self-employment, find staff and access government agencies. The next one tab is plan your next step. So this is a great one too, again, for those ones that are coming out of school. And they might even, there's a lot of people out there that are coming back into mahi. They've been out of mahi, they've been young mums. They haven't been in the workforce since they left school. So this is such a great way to navigate and find out what their skills are, how they plan their next steps. I'll just quickly go into that. Start your journey. So that's a really quick, which one of these describes you, so you can go into any one of those and it will support you where you want to go. So not only is it for CV, cover letter support and business, it's about planning those next steps. And I feel that a lot of our community out there after COVID, everyone got quite lost along the way. I think I did along the way as well, but I'm back on track. And I'm very proud to be part of Connected, because it has so many wonderful services out there for our people to participate in and help them along their pathways. We also have our support in our rohi. So all along, if you click on any one of these regions in our rohi, they will take you into a connected space, or if you can't find it, you can just come in over here, and they will take you into every connected space, as I showed you on our first page, of what events are happening in our area. Also, for your information, if you have anything in training, education, employment, business support that you'd like to come in and have a chat with, that we can actually present on our connected page, please feel free to come in, and we will certainly help you out there. So that pretty much brings me to the end of my presentation. So on that note, if you, as I said, if you want any help, please call in and see me. Call in and see me, give me a call, or I'm quite happy to receive an email from you, I should say. There are my details there up on screen right now. So I'm in the MSD building. If you don't know where that is, that's across the road from, at the back of Bunnings, across the road from Farmlands, and there's all my details there. So nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Any questions?
Thanks, Robin. What an incredible amount of work you've got going on in your region there. And listen, I should let our audience know that Robin has only been in her role a couple of months and has really been thrown in the deep end, not only with organising this conference alongside me, but obviously, clearly we could see in her presentation the amount of incredible work that Robin is already doing to support employers or people looking at self-employment. So well done.
Thank you, Anne.
We do have a couple of questions, which I think you have addressed throughout your presentation, but nonetheless, I think it's really great for us to reiterate some of these points. So we'll quickly run through them. Mm-hmm. So how do I start the process of engaging with Connected? Do I have to sign up online or sign up somewhere, or can I just come in and see you or call you? What's the best way to start getting?
That's a good question. So you can just call in. I really prefer kanohi te kanohi. I think, given our COVID situation recently, it's all been about on screens and devices and all that sort of thing. So I always encourage people to call in and see me. I'm here pretty much 9 to 5. If I'm not far away. So yeah, you can come in and see me. You don't have to have an appointment, or, if you feel like it, you can phone me, email me. That's all fine.
Wonderful. Thanks, Robin. And again, I think this was mentioned in the presentation, but somebody has asked, do I have to pay to have your help?
No, you don't. No, you don't. It's a free service. Also, if you have any events that you want on our Connected side, that's also a free service as well. So as long as it's around training, education, employment and business support.
Yeah, so that was actually one of the questions. So you've already answered it. Well done. Look at you. It was, do I have, can I make a listing on the Tairāwhiti page of the site? So yeah, as Robin said, you absolutely can. Probably I imagine there would be like some parameters around it, but best to just get in touch with Robin and have a chat.
Mm-hmm.
And then our last question we've got is, does Connected have any funding for my business?
No, we don't actually hold funding, but I can certainly navigate you to the right people to help you and support you along the way.
Wonderful. Yeah, and I think that was evident in that wee infographic with the amount of agencies that you're in touch with.
Yes,
Excuse me.
Right.
And those obviously joining us throughout the last yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So a lot of those agencies joining us do have funding, but if you, like we've already said, Robin's details here on screen. If you forget anything and everything and you just need a starting point, please do head into Connected and see Robin.
Kia ora.
Make a note of those details or come back and watch this recording if you need to. That is all the questions we have. So once again, thank you so much, Robin, for first of all, from me personally, for joining me and co-hosting with me on the conference. But I'm sure from our Tairāwhiti audience, our business community are really appreciative to know that you were there and ready and willing to support them.
Oh, thank you, Ange, and thank you for all of those that have participated. Anō. Kia ora.
Thanks. Just to remind everybody, Digital Boost is here to help you start your transformation journey. So please feel free to jump onto our free platform, sign up as a user, and make good use of our free tool called Checkable. It'll give you a bit of a diagnostic of how your business is performing digitally. Also, if you think that you're doing digital really well in your organisation, we'd love to feature you on our platform. And so if you would like some exposure on what your business does and want to talk to us about how you've implemented digital tools, please just get in contact with our support team. So head over to digitalboost.co.nz and we would welcome a query and expression of interest about featuring on Digital Boost. That does bring our session to a close. So thank you again for joining us. It's been wonderful to host you in this first session of day 2 of the conference. We'd love to see you in our next session. So up at 1 o'clock, we're going to be joined by the Māori Women's Development Incorporated. So please join us and have a wee listen to what they've got to say. Then we'll be having sessions from Amotai later on this afternoon and the Ministry of Social Development, talking about some of those products that obviously Robin has helped the community use as well. So head over to the Connected website Tairāwhiti page if you'd like to register for any of those sessions. Again, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure hosting you and we'll see you in future sessions. Thanks, everybody.
Kia ora, thanks, Ange.